Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 122.3. I'm John Cooney, here to preview new independent comics being released May 21st, 2014, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Adventure Time number 28. With one answer, there's always a million questions. Finn and Jake find themselves out of one problem and into another. It looks like it's going to be a race to the finish as our heroes discover what it really means to be a friend and learn something about themselves along the way. Next, we have Last Broadcast number 1 of 7, Why We Love It. Ever wonder what's behind the no trespassing sign? We do. Co-creators Andre Sorangelo and Gabriel Umzark take us deep into the renegade world of Urbex, urban exploration. Throw in a decades-old conspiracy involving vaudeville magicians and occult spiritualists, and you've got us hooked. Why you'll love it? The cunning daredevil Urbex members of Backbone will win you over as the ragtag Ocean's 11-style crew of the sewers and abandoned warehouses. Ayumzark's Brazilian-Japanese fusion indie art style brings an edgy energy to every dark corner, and fans of Thief of Thieves and the film Now You See Me will find comparisons to entice them. What it's about? An urban spelunking group in San Francisco discovers a secret bunker belonging to the long-vanished 1930s stage magician Black Hall the Incredible, at the same time as a young out-of-work magician Ivan receives a mysterious package that points him towards a possible conspiracy involving Black Hall's death in 1934. Both groups dive into the mystery, not yet realizing that it's about to change their lives forever. And we've got Translucid number 2 of 6, From One Nightmare to the Next. Down the rabbit hole we go, straight into the Navigator's dark past. What happened to a young dreamer that made him the hero that he is now? No one is more curious than his arch-nemesis, the Horse. In the vein of Irredeemable, this is Claudio Sanchez and Chandra Eckert's dark tale of superhero's journey. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Axe Cop, the American Choppers number 1 of 3. President of the world, Axe Cop reunites with Super Axe, an old friend from college, and the two of them decide to start a super team of axe-wielding heroes to defend America, called the American Choppers. They're joined by Captain Axe, Axe Girl, Axe Woman, Axe Dog, and other axe-wielding heroes. The only problem is that there are no bad guys left, but that all changes when mysterious giant creatures attack the city. Next, we have BPRD Hell on Earth number 119. As Manhattan erupts with Lovecraftian demons, a young psychic must lead the remaining BPRD crew through the monster-packed streets of New York back to the headquarters for safety as Liz Sherman goes supernova. We've also got Brain Boy, the Man from G.E.S.T.A.L.T number 1 of 4. Agent Price's new mission pits him against a doomsday cult leader with a political agenda that poses a direct threat to the president. But a mysterious hive mind has more menacing plans for the Brain Boy. He'll have no choice but to go head-to-head, brain-to-brain, with the mysterious men from Gestalt. Next, we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 10, number 3. Actor Nicholas Brandon joins the creative team as his character Xander acquires help from his old friend, Master, Dracula. The new vampires are still a mystery and unquestionably similar to Drac. Meanwhile, Buffy and Willow track down one of the new vampires as a study specimen. We've also got Dark Horse Presents number 36. Living legend Mike Mignola, Stan Sakai, and Jamie Hernandez all contribute to this final issue of Dark Horse Presents. Mignola and Ben Stenback deliver a new Witchfinder story, while Hernandez introduces Merlin the Magician. This issue also features new stories: Sunstroke from Luciano Saraceno and Juan Manuel Tomberas, a new Clark Collins tale from Kel McDonald, 2 hilarious new strips from Patrick Alexander, and a surprise-ending sci-fi story from Martin Conaghan and Jimmy Braxton. Plus the exciting conclusions of Cruel Biology, Shoot First, Usagi Ojimbo, and Davy Jones. Next, we have Dragon Age, The Silent Grove, 1 for $1 edition, the perfect introduction to BioWare's dark fantasy universe. In this first issue of the essential canonical story from David Gator, lead writer of the games, King Alistair, accompanied only by rogues Isabel and Varric, embarks on a quest deep inside the borders of Antiva, a nation of assassins. We've also got Star Wars Darth Maul, son of Dathomir, number 1 of 4. Getting cut in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi and being rejected by his former Sith master Darth Sidious isn't going to defeat Darth Maul. In fact, it only makes him mad enough to take on the galaxy with an army of Mandalorians, a part of the Clone Wars Season 6 you never saw. And we've got Witcher number 3 of 5. Madness begins to plague the minds of our heroes as they wander through the horrific hallways of the House of Glass and discover the true origins of its tenants. From DYNAMITE Entertainment, we've got Battlestar Galactica number 11, The Adama Gambit, part 2 of 2. With death bearing down on the fleet from the attacking base star, Commander Adama is forced to take desperate action and employ frantically risky tactics in a last-ditch effort to save humankind. The climactic concluding part of this epic story of space battle action and edge-of-the-seat tension. Next, we have Flash Gordon number 2. Hold on tight, because Jeff Parker, Evan Shaner, and Jordy Belair are coming right at you with Flash Gordon, the man from Earth. As Flash's heroic reputation grows across the cosmos, his frantic talents are tested by the Beastmen in the outer lands of Aboria. We've also got Magnus Robot Fighter number 3. How do you kill a robot fighter? Send a human. Leisha Klein, Human Hunter. Her guns are huge, her car is fast, her theme music is awesome. How's Magnus possibly going to survive against an opponent with no robot parts? It's flesh and blood brawling, brought to you by Fred Van Lent and Corey Smith. Next, we have Mark Waid's The Green Hornet number 12. It's all down to this, the Green Hornet's final chance at redemption against a villain of his own creation. Trust us, you have no idea how to predict the outcome of this grand finale. We've also got Pathfinder City Secrets number 1 of 6. The Pathfinder heroes head to the city of Magnamar, and danger isn't far behind. As the wizard Ezrin seeks an audience with the Pathfinder Society, his adventuring allies explore the city's ancient magic, well-hidden secrets, and deep political divides. The dangers and opportunities of the big city could bring their adventure closer together, or tear them apart. This issue marks the start of a new adventure series, and it's perfect jumping-on point for new readers. Come aboard and see why Pathfinder is the world's best-selling fantasy role-playing game. Each issue of this exciting new series also includes an exclusive Pathfinder role-playing game encounter and a bonus playable tactical map art poster bound in with each issue. Next, we have Shadow Midnight in Moscow number 1 of 6. New Year's 1950, the end of a tumultuous decade, and Lamont Cranston, the man the world and the underworld know all too well as the Shadow, has had enough. It's time for the mysterious nemesis of crime to hang up his cloak, his slouch hat, and his twin .45s and retire from public life. But despite this momentous decision, Margot Lane and the rest of the Shadow's agents fear that mankind, teetering on the brink of nuclear Armageddon, may not be quite ready to be bereft of the Dark Avenger. We've also got Shadow Year 1, number 9 of 10, bi-monthly. In pursuit of his enemy, the Shadow and Margot Lane must uncover the mysterious secrets of Chinatown, an area of the city that seems suddenly cloaked in a miasma of dead. As the intrepid reporter inches ever closer to discovering the Shadow's own secrets, the black-cloaked Master of Darkness finally comes face to face with his longtime nemesis, Dr. Zorn. Eisner Award-winning writer Matt Wagner and artists Wilfredo Torres and Brendan Wagner bring this exciting expose of the Shadow's first adventures closer and closer to its thrilling conclusion. Next, we have the $6 Million Man Season 6, number 3. The original $6 Million Man is back with an official continuation of the classic television series. Steve has been betrayed and now stands alone against the experimental Soviet Yaga tank. And closer to home, the mysterious alien plague spreads and threatens to destroy all of NASA, while Oliver Spencer's Maskatron continues to evolve into the deadliest artificial intelligence on Earth. Steve Austin proves that it's not the bionic hardware that makes the man, but the all-too-human heart that drives it. And we have Solar Man of the Atom number 2. In the stunning wake of issue 1's shocking climax, where is Solar? What will massive doses of unstable radiation do to his family? And even if they survive, what horrors are lurking in the stars? It's cosmic-fueled fantasy from the hit team of Frank Barbieri and Joe Bennett. From IDW Publishing, we've got Seventh Sword number 2. In the aftermath of a vicious attack, Zenzian's new leader, Kathleen Galway, seeks out battle-weary Daniel Cray to help defend her people and her home. But will the reluctant warrior pick up Malthane's blade for one final time? Next, we have Danger Girl Mayday number 2 of 4. After the most shocking and unexpected comeback in the history of Danger Girl, the only question that remains is, what happens next? The second piece of that deadly puzzle can be found here in the latest chapter of the original and unsurpassed Danger Girl series. We've also got Dexter's Laboratory number 2 of 4. With his sister Dee Dee removed from existence, Dexter is now an only child. He's finally able to work in his lab unhindered by her foolish games and locates the one thing needed to reach his full potential, but it's in another dimension. As Dexter attempts to reach it, he finds his dream is about to turn into his greatest nightmare. Next, we have Indestructible number 6. Greg's warm welcome into the fraternity of superheroes is a process that, like Rush Week, results in a wicked hangover and foggy memories. While raising a glass to morality, Greg struggles to conceal 3 bodies in plain sight, one his bare-ass own. Meanwhile, a new supervillain puts his first phase of terror in motion, and Barry, well, remains Barry. We've also got Littlest Pet Shop number 1 of 5. The Littlest Pet Shop opens for business at IDW. Russell and Penny Ling have a puzzle for their friends to solve, and the race for clues will send them all over downtown city. Only one team can claim the prize, but is there room for so many big personalities on one moped? Next we have Monster and Madman number 3 of 3. The Madman's plan becomes clear as woman after woman is found slaughtered in Whitechapel. Unaware of the Madman's actions, the Frankenstein monster prepares for the day when he will finally meet his mate. Both horrific journeys intersect in this concluding issue. We've also got My Little Pony Friends Forever number 5. Fluttershy and Zecora take the spotlight in this new fan favorite series. Fluttershy wakes up one day to find that all of her animal friends can talk to her. But what secret are they hiding? It will be up to everyone's favorite rhyming zebra to determine the nature of this strange occurrence. Next we have Popeye Classics number 22, another genius comic book by master Popeye artist Bud Sangendorf. Just listen, you comic-loving swab, to the lineup of stories. Horse Tales, Spinach Farm, Sweet Pea's Vacation, plus more laugh-filled adventures of Popeye. Not only that, but Sangendorf fascinatingly creates his own character, Sherm, who stars in his own hilarious tale, The Long Way Home. We've also got Rogue Trooper number 4. In the aftermath of the brutal battle for Strong Point Charlie, Rogue Trooper must fight for his life with an opponent he can't possibly use lethal force against. It's brother versus brother as the non-stop action continues. Next we have Star Mage number 2 of 6. J.C. De La Torre's epic saga continues as Erlos and Darien must battle their way to Eridu. Along the way, Darien learns of his legacy and the home he's never known. Artist Franco Cepedis continues the stunning colors and visuals as the story of Darien begins to come into focus. We've also got Star Slammers Remastered number 3. Fueled by a desperate desire for revenge and a cynical need for better ratings, the Hunters of Orion have targeted the Slammers' homeworld for planet wipe. As the Orion scum barges swoop down and deliver their deadly cargoes of complete destruction, the outnumbered Slammers rise to meet them with a ramshackle fighting force of obsolete warships, dilapidated starfighters, and grim resolve. Their only hope is a theoretical mind fusion known as the Silver Mind, and the one Slammer to ever achieve the Silver Mind is already dead. Next we have Thunder Agents number 8. The battle between Spider and Thunder comes to an unforgettable climax. Friends become foes, foes become friends. As the mysterious Mentor makes his move, the fate of humanity itself rests on the shoulders of the now powerless Dynamo. We've also got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 30th Anniversary Special. Celebrate the 30th anniversary of the first TMNT comics with this spectacular anthology of all new tales from the comic creators who have most influenced the Turtles over the decades. The book will feature short stories from Kevin Eastman, as well as various stars of the Mirage, Image, and Archie TMNT, the perfect collection for Turtle fans old and new. Next we have Transformers Windblade number 2 of 4, Cybertron Under Fire. Someone is out to kill Windblade, but discovering who means turning to some less than savory bots. Can Windblade trust her informants enough to stake her life on them? And who will she turn to when the events of Dark Cybertron come back to haunt them all? And we've got V-Wars number 2, with the Vampire Wars burning hotter and bloodier with each new day. Reporter Yuki Natobi is abducted and brought into the vampire underground. When Yuki is shown the world of these new species of vampires, she realizes no one has been telling the truth. Does she risk everything by exposing both sides, or file the report that she knows gives her the biggest ratings? From Image Comics, we've got A Voice in the Dark number 7, Killing Game Part 5. It's all been building to this. Zoe's on the verge of killing again, her second and third victims, but even the perfect crime can go awry. Next we have Artifacts number 37. When someone uses math to access an ancient and evil power, it's up to Tilly Grimes to find the answer to stopping them. But even with Tom Judge and the Rapture on her side, this may be too big a problem for the Numeromancer to solve. We've also got East of West number 12, The Night Before. A last-ditch effort is undertaken to avoid a war between the nations by the most unlikely person on the planet. The remains of the Chosen reassemble. Next we have Ghosted number 10. Jackson was only expecting to steal a ghost from a cult. Instead he found so much more. The second arc ends here. We've also got Invincible number 111. The Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman writes Invincible. A new beginning for Invincible as things take a turn down a dark path. Everything changes as Invincible is betrayed by one of his own. You won't want to miss this explosive issue number 111. It packs the punch of 3 relaunched number 1 issues in one book. Next we have Mercenary Scene number 4, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Stranded in a Chinese fishing village, Jack and company must rescue the British spy Top Hat, who's been captured by Japanese soldiers. We've also got Mind the Gap number 17. Mind the Gap Act 2 has just begun. After last issue's shocking reveal, is Jarius limited to just G.E.S.T.A.L.? And the questions on everyone's minds, where's G.E.L.L. and is she alive or dead, are mounting as one person considers the ultimate act of betrayal. Next, we have MPH number 1 of 5. The all-new Miller World Universe kicks into high gear with the launch of Miller and Fregredo's Fast and Furious miniseries. When a group of hard-luck teens in Motor City stumble upon a street drug called MPH, they gain the power of super speed. Will they use it to save the world? Hell no. Not when there's dollar bills to be had, y'all. A high-octane urban adventure, MPH brings you super speed like you've never seen before. We've also got Prophet number 44. The war between the old men and Empire reaches new heights when Brad Rock returns. Next we have Rocket Girl number 5. Only the Good. The hard-hitting conclusion to the first story arc. Teen time cop DeYoung Johansson uncovers a thing or two about both New York Cities and connection between the past and future and the secrets that people don't even know they keep. Growing up is hard to do, and sometimes it proves to be impossible. We've also got Saga number 19, Saga Returns, new planet, new adversaries, and a very new direction, all from the same old Hugo Award-winning team. Next we have Undertone number 4 of 6, and Shargul and Ukinu Alal dine with a cannibal god, but it's more than a Kingu can stomach. Zakai's research team is closing in, and so are the deadliest killers ever indoctrinated by Atlantis. The secret origin of the Atlantean missing link as the exploration action roars on. We've also got Velvet number 5. The first act draws to a shattering conclusion. And we've got Zero number 8. The Mexico event sets off a brutal change. Cook is hunted. The killers are prepared. Zero approaches. From Valiant Entertainment, we've got Unity number 7. The final death trap of Dr. Silk. Ninjak's ultimate enemy has drawn his web tight around Exo Manowar and the rest of Valiant's unbreakable all-star super team. And now they're about to find out how the globe's most brilliantly depraved mind doles out revenge. Trapped by Webnet cuts to an action-packed conclusion, and no one will escape Dr. Silk's grasp unscathed. And we've got Exo Manowar number 25. Valiant first delivers another must-read milestone this May with blockbuster 48-page celebration of Exo Manowar's 25th issue, and an essential introduction to the comic book event of 2014, Armor Hunters. Find out why the galaxy's most feared team of hunter-killers have journeyed across the stars to destroy the Exo Manowar armor and the Earth along with it in Armor Hunters Part 0 by Robert Venditti and Diego Bernard. Then revisit the roots of Eric of Dacia's transformation from Visigoth conqueror into the 21st century's alien armored guardian as told by Robert Venditti and J.G. Jones. Plus all new tales of the Exo Manowar from Peter Milligan and Brian Hitch, Justin Jordan and Raffer Roberts, and much, much more. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at He's Got Issues to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.